Hey guys, welcome to my channel where if you know, you can grow. So let's erase our doubt and let's pay attention because with Sean, there's always something to learn.
All right, so I'm gonna bring old buddy back here. Number 4, some plants will die. You just don't know what to do for them. The information that you read is what you follow along with. And sometimes the plant just don't thrive. Sometimes it could be an error from yourself. I repotted this plant with a little bit of a test soil product that was supposed to be good. And long story short, I didn't like the product that much because it just held too much moisture in, and I'm used to like airy. Even though I saw that it didn't have anything in it, like peat moss or anything, and I went with it. It was because it's supposed to be this new biodegradable, all of this. So I just like, well, hey, let me just see what it's gonna do. I should not maybe have tried that with that plant, but you know, it is what it is. It happens. So just be mindful that some plants will just have their own thing going on before you even get involved, you know, and don't allow it to consume you to the point of you think that you're a bad plant parent. It happens, okay? Just does. All right, guys. So the 5th and final one. Not every plant is going to thrive in your environment. Now, I know what you're thinking is on the 4th one, I just said plants will die. Okay, so let me dive in a little bit more. But before then, have you all been keeping up? Number 1, we talked about the hidden cost. 2, we talked about the pest prevention. 3, we talked about the time consumption. Number 4, we talked about plants dying. Number 5, we're talking about not every plant is going to thrive. All right, so what do I mean by not every plant is going to thrive? It means this. What if in the perfect world you gave your plant absolutely everything you were supposed to give to it? Then the plant would be great. That's the perfect world. But in reality, this isn't the perfect world. So therefore, a plant recommendations can be given to you and you follow that. But the things that you may not take into consideration is your humidity and your light. Those are 2 of the most important things you have to take into consideration, especially when you're dealing with indoor plants, tropical plants to be specific, which I think most of them are tropical plants. I'm just saying tropical plants just in case there's something out there and I don't know, and I don't want nobody saying I told them to follow that. So, as far as I know, just the indoor tropical plants, that's what I'm talking about. They love humidity. And different plants require different types of it. You can get away with low humidity for some of these plants, for a lot of the common plants. But for some of those ones you've just fallen in love with, it's a reason why you fall in love with them. It's because they aren't something that you just commonly seeing. So it's probably a condition in which they're being grown in that you may not have even thought about or considered before you go and make your purchase. So you can go and buy the best plant from the best grower with the best soil, with the best everything, bring it in, and it needs most likely, if it's expensive, high humidity. If you can't get it around a bunch of plants to be able to release their own type of humidity, or get a humidifier around them, if your place is a low humidity place, chances are that plant isn't going to make it. And the part that I just really want you to take from that, don't be upset about it. And don't think that it was you. If you've done everything you were supposed to do and the plant didn't do well, that plant just isn't for you. And that's okay. Move on about it. You will find another plant out there. Trust you me. But if you're like me and it becomes personal, And then you can start buying things like greenhouse and I think they have IKEA cabinets, which I think this year for a goal of mine is I want to swap out most of my greenhouses, maybe keep one or two, and I would just keep those two just for quarantine plants. But just the IKEA shelves, they look a little better, a little cooler, take up a little bit more, less space, and kind of figure out how I want to organize this room. And it's a little bit junky in here, but we're going to talk about that later. Some stuff you all don't see behind the cameras and stuff, you know, so just take that into consideration. If you want your plant to thrive, just set it up with its right light and make sure it has the proper soil. Like those are the two most important things I can give to you. If you have it in the right soil, you're giving it the right light, and you're watering your plant. I'm just assuming that. It's just we overlook light and overlook soil type most of the time, but we'll make sure we water our plants. Probably water it too much, so I don't really have to encourage new plant people to water their plants. They're gonna do that. Again, if you do those things and the plant doesn't do good, hey, let it go. But anyway, guys, that pretty much wraps up the series here. I hope that you was able to grab something from this. I felt like had I known a lot of these things when starting off, I definitely would have gotten it right to begin with. However, I wouldn't change a thing because it's an experience like no other. Yes, I lost a lot of plants. Yes, I lost a lot of time. Yes, I was supposed to be other places that I wasn't because I was out buying plants, ordering plants, spending money, whatever. I would say had I known some of that stuff before I started, I think that it really would have kind of helped me out some. I still would have done it my own way. It's like, you know, you listen to a book and they say one way and you take from that book. We can all read the same book and we all take something else from it. So with that being said, hopefully you was able to learn something. And as always, when you're growing with Sean, there's always something to learn.